Hello, and welcome to another Volume 1 Jojolands chapter review and discussion. Got the JoJo sounds queued up. All of them. We got all of them. Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 10 of the Jojolands, The Hustle Part 1.
Do the hustle! Do the hustle!
I got to keep it short.
Oh, dang it.
For copyright.
That's a really good song.
It's a great song.
I love that song.
It's a great song, and this was a great chapter. It's so fun talking about these new chapters as they come out, and it's different because a month feels like a long time.
Yeah.
I'm really not used to like having to wait a month for a new chapter, and I didn't know how it was going to feel, but it feels like an eternity, dude. I have to kind of like go back and reread a little bit of what happened last month.
Yeah.
But this was a jam-packed chapter, and I can't wait to unpack it, to talk about it. Paco fans are eating good, is all I got to say. This chapter, the Usagi boys like me.
I mean, Usagi, he was popping some bottles.
He was popping bottles.
He was popping bottles. He was trying to get Dragona on the right path to keep her focused.
Yes.
You know?
Dragona, I mean, this is another reason why I think this chapter is so good. Because we finally get the reveal of the stand user that has been sort of like following them from the shadows this whole time, which was a revelation in itself, right? Because they're like you have rock humans, and now these are like potentially maybe sand humans.
Humans, which is like a variation of a rock human.
It does seem
sand
like that.
is just tiny rocks.
yeah. I wonder like how
Sediment.
that's gonna play out and like what that means. Like, are there different stages or different like tiers of rock humans?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. At first I thought it was just the stand, but the more time like Paco kept saying like, I don't even think he's a human, I was like transported like back to like Jojolands. And I was like, oh brother,
Jojolands.
I always say that.
Yeah, you always get it mixed
it's the
up.
L, I think, that messes me up. Jojoleon with Papa Higashikita and his little rant about it, whether or not it's a human or not, if it's a man or a rock human.
Yeah, that was crazy. But at least this time it didn't last as long. Like,
no,
Paco was able to put the pieces together like pretty fast. And at first I thought, oh no, here we go with is this person a stand user, or what could this person possibly
or
be,
both
sort of thing again. But no, yeah, or both. But yeah, he put it together pretty quickly.
And we talked about last chapter whether or not like Araki or anyone really was going to like address the wounds that people are getting and then just magically disappear. And I thought it was just funny that it happened again. And Paco was like, just put a Band-Aid on it. And I was like,
that was
Araki, you madman? You know what people are saying. You know how we feel. That was a straight, like, I'm talking to the audience, like, put a Band-Aid on it. You just got stabbed in the neck, like, put a Band-Aid on it.
It was so funny. Like, genuinely, it was so funny. But, they do explain it in the chapter. They explain that this guy is not a professional assassin and that he isn't very proficient with a blade. That is why he cut so shallow.
Yeah.
Cut, Jodio so shallow. But it is
But, bro, the way he fell.
The panel of just cutting to Jodio with a Band-Aid on his neck made me laugh.
He's just like.
yeah.
And even Dragona at the end of
But with the Dragona situation, see, this is what I like, and this is what I was hoping for. With the Dragona situation, we're finally realizing who is probably going to be the quote-unquote healer. Dragona's going to do so much, not just be allocated to being the healer, but we now have a use for smooth operators that can be used to heal. And it's almost like, from how I understand it, it did remind me a lot of Johnny's sort of ability to like move the holes around. It almost seemed like the smooth operators are like moving the wound and rearranging it. Cause yeah. I don't know. But I'm pretty certain I guess that's sort of what's happening. Dragona had a lot of big moments to me throughout this chapter.
Yeah, I liked how we are seeing again an example in real time of like what the lava rock, like what its abilities are. And I do like how it also is, I don't know if it's just to show that or also to show like Dragona like struggling with the curse, I guess, of greed. Because I mean, Dragona's like, why are they just putting that watch on the table? Like it's an $80,000 watch. Like these people are idiots. And Usagi's like, okay, just relax. Like it's gonna come back to you sometime, some way. It's no big deal. Let's just do what we got to do. And Dragona's like, no, this is ridiculous. No, I'm gonna wait. And I think that like the lava rock definitely plays some mind games with people, and we're gonna see that kind of conflict within the group for sure.
Yes.
Because it might just be like a thing of like whoever possesses it maybe goes mad a little bit with like the power.
I did think that too. I thought it could potentially be like a side effect of the lava rock.
Yeah.
But I also thought that thematically, like it could kind of represent what happens when someone doesn't just like let things occur. Greed could play into it, but also like this like control could be another like aspect of it. It's in similar to like in life when people don't just let things happen. They feel the need to like orchestrate things, or they're so hyper fixated on what's going on. They're being taken out of a moment, and that could come back to bite you in the ass. And in this situation, it freaking stabbed you in the neck.
Well, I think that I agree with what you're saying, but I also think that it's a symptom of someone growing up with like not a lot of money, and then all of a sudden getting their hands on a lot of money. Like it can definitely change like perspective and like perception. Like I mean, everything that was happening in that moment, like Dragona was just not paying attention to that at all, and was so fixated on this watch. And I just think it represents greed because they talked about it. I mean, right when they were leaving, but like Usagi was like, "Oh yeah, like greed and all these things." And Usagi's being patient.
Yep.
And Usagi's the one saying like, "It's gonna come back to you." Whatever.
Just that's why I think Usagi had a really cool moment this chapter too, because he was the voice of reason. Like,
yes,
Dragona, chill. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come back. Just let it happen. Let life, let fate, let destiny take its course.
Exactly.
But Dragona was like hyper fixated on where, and that is what caused them to get stabbed in the neck.
Exactly.
And I think that there's like a lesson in that, and I think that it's speaking to something a little bit deeper. And
to like so many things.
To so many.
And it's such a good device to like again how we're seeing it in real time, the lava rock, and how it works in real time. But I do think that it's going to be like a conflict within the group. I don't know, what's an example of like media of like something that you the Ring, I guess, the Lord of the Rings, right?
right. What?
I think it's like that.
It could have an effect on them similar to that.
Yeah,
I could see that. I could totally see that.
I think that, and it's not just like, oh, it's this like really powerful thing that like if you possess it, you can get all of these things, but also it's like a double-edged sword.
One rock to rule them all.
Yeah.
One rock to find them.
Yeah.
All right, you say the rest now.
One rock to get your rocks off and your rock out.
All right.
Rocking with your
rock out.
I lava.
Keep going. Rocks.
I
also want to say before we look at the chat and then go through the chapter that, of course, Paco got a lot of shine this chapter. But I love Paco so much. I've always loved his ability. I've always thought it was really cool. But it is gross. It is so gross. And seeing him use it more in this chapter, first of all, I was really taken with like how it was paneled and how it was like shown, like how the potential of it was shown in like a close combat sort of fight. I thought it was like really cool how he was able to like move his body and grab things and throw things, and even with the tray, like grabbing the tray with his arm and then holding it up like a shield, like so sick. And not that there ever needs to be any more JoJo live action movies or anything like that. But I just felt like that would be such a cool thing to see in live action, like see somebody like in a really fast close combat fight with that ability. I think it would just be so fun. It is gross though, seeing his flesh like just wrap around these things.
Well, when we're like, when I'm 70 and then you're like in your 80s, that's when we'll see Jojolands, the anime, come out.
The anime, yeah.
So that's what I'm excited for. I'm going to be in the senior living home.
Same.
Hanging out.
I'm going to be 6 feet under on a little iPhone, or whatever they have.
So when you get buried.
Yeah, bury me with a
live stream of all the recent shows that are happening. So I'm up to date.
I'm going to have actually a little screen maybe built into my casket. So I'm looking up like that.
Ooh, yeah. That would be cool. Or like do like an animatronic like Haunted Mansion, like at your funeral, like it's a closed casket, and then have it like a hologram, like a live, like I don't know, like one of those screens, feed. And you like pop in, you're like, hey, like a ghost. And
I see what you're saying.
Hey, and you're like talking to people, but it's kind of like on a loop, so
it's like a pre-recorded message.
Yeah. But then they like see you and they're like, oh, there he is. But who knows? We probably won't even have coffins.
That's another good point.
In a couple of years.
That's another good point.
But yeah, that'd be really cool. But then you might like raise a world where worms and maggots like learn what anime is.
Okay,
and then they come up and then they're like, oh my, what? Like they're all like really into anime.
Yar days.
Yeah, they come yar days. So that you have to think about that.
That's a JoJo plot in its own.
When he died, hid the worms and maggots in his skull.
Yeah.
No anime now. But in all seriousness, it's gonna be a long time, but we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, some way, somehow.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this animated, but also that's so far in the future. I'm enjoying getting to read these chapters monthly and talk about it with everybody else. And speaking of talking about it with everybody else, I am Hi guys. We're going to look at the chat and see what everybody is saying. Your thoughts on the chapter, some of your favorite moments. All of it, let us know. What up, Grant? What up, Tiberius? What up, Winston?
Sam, I like that. Rock out with your Rokaka
That's
out. That's better.
Good.
That's better than mine.
That's
really
fucking good.
Yeah, Mace G said, I think it's just his stand. I don't think the rock human sand human is done. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because I don't know. It was like really emphasized, and maybe Araki's just
it
like
was Paco who was emphasizing.
Yeah,
it so much.
Maybe it's like just to pull our leg and to like make to have a reveal that it's not and it's something else. But I don't know. I mean, I know that it was a part of Jojolands, and I know that could be its own separate story. I guess like that device of like these group of people, but it just it's just like one and done type of situation. I mean, that's fine if it is, but I don't know.
It's just interesting because Paco was so adamant about saying explicitly like there's more going on here than them just being a stan user. He said something to the effect, and we'll go through the chapter in a minute, but he said something to the effect of like, there's more at play than this just being a stand. He said, at first I thought it was just a stand, but there's something more. And
there's something else to it.
There's something else to it is maybe closer to what he said.
Tess said, love you guys. Love you.
Shout out Tess.
Not caught up on JoJo's, but sand humans remind me of the Pillarmen for some reason.
Okay. And that could be, I mean, I feel like the rock humans were always an homage kind of to the Pillarmen, just like Pillarmen rock humans, but a reinvention, a reimagining of them. But it'd be cool to see like different variations of them. Again, when anything like this happens, though, it begs the question like, why in Jojolands weren't they ever referenced? And you could get around that, like, but
well, I mean, time, right? I mean, there's so many things that like are buried with time.
Yeah.
In general, like so many pieces of like, just think about like media in general. There's so many lost pieces of media that just like you can't find anywhere unless you have physicals or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, stories passed down from generation.
But it also begs the question, like I get that, but I would want them then to be like really, I guess, powerful, formidable. But again, Paco was saying like, this guy's not a trained assassin. Like this is not his job.
Maybe.
And I think, when he was saying things about the mafia. I think he was just saying those things to scare us. I don't even think this man's part of the mafia.
No, maybe it is a type of sand human.
Mm-hmm.
And this sand human is actually like, it like looks like an adult, but it's actually like a toddler infant, like brand new.
Interesting.
That's why.
But we did learn about all of their phases and stuff, and that wasn't in the diagram.
But it might be different because they're not exactly the same. That's just a theory, though. Because who's sending out this like half-ass? Like, why would they send him on the job or them on the job if they don't like know that they can get this done? Or they're not sent by anyone. But I would assume that they would be. Someone would send them.
Yeah, are they acting alone or are they acting
why are they so bad
on behalf of like a group?
Yeah I don't know, we'll see.
We have Winston saying the cloud part was kind of crazy, bro. The stand ability, like how Araki depicted this or whatever this ability is, stand or not, was so freaking cool.
I was genuinely scared when the seagulls, when he turned into the seagulls, or when
well, that's crazy too.
That was scary. I was like, that's terrifying because like Dragona's like like with the watch, like yes, and then it's like oh, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's crazy that this person can turn themselves into other people like Paco,
yes,
but also like inanimate object animals like a bird and inanimate objects like the watch.
Yeah,
like, there's no limit to what they can do, and it was almost explained in a way that like Paco said it was like messing with his depth perception or like the distance in which he felt like the actual object was from him, because it almost blended in. The way he said it was like his arm was raised and it was against the sky and the clouds. So when it blended in, like Paco couldn't even tell like how far it was away. And even as like I was reading it, I was like, is there a hand coming from the freaking clouds right now? How is this happening? But it was just, yeah, it was like that. It was what's it called when the it was like foreshortening, or what do they call it when, back to Lord of the Rings, funny enough, when they're filming from like different distances to create
perspective.
That illusion. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. We have Sam saying Jojolands was 10 years. Jojolands will be 20 years. No.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I want it to go on forever, but that's so long.
Lodoru. It was called The Hustle Part 1, so expect more cool Paco stuff next month, too.
Hell yeah, dude. Where's my sound?
Yeah. I feel like that's going to get copyright.
It's so short. It can't.
It can't get copyright.
We could have had, this is from Sam as well, we could have had Joe Bros as rock humans and didn't even know it. I mean, jury's still out on Paco, right? I know a lot of people thought he could be a rock human. Sam also saying it's just a theory, guys. A JoJo theory.
A JoJo theory.
What should be the...
it's just a theory.
A JoJo theory.
A JoJo theory. No, I was laughing because we like said in like unison.
Oh.
We're starting to say the exact same thing. Quattro. Oh, actually, let me shout out too. Tiberius became a real one as well. Let's go.
Yard Days.
And then also Quattro just gifted one Volume 1 membership. And that went to Hop Art. Would you rather...
Okay, go off.
Okay, let me think.
Go off.
Would you rather never catch up on JoJo?
Okay.
Like, you can't catch up on JoJo, but every time you fart, it sounds like this.
Like the amount, the length and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather fart like that and be able to still catch up on JoJo. Yeah. Bro, that'd be awesome. Kind of. I mean, you just got to own it, right? Like, it'd be embarrassing.
I guess no one would know what it is. They would just think that it's like your phone.
Oh, that's true.
They would just think it's like a ringtone. If it's like that loud, too. And you're just on the bus, you're like...
They're like, does he have his phone in his back pocket? What's going on right now? And why does it smell? Every time that sound plays,
people are like, what was it? They're like,
yeah.
And then they all die.
Yeah, I would rather
on the bus.
Yeah, fart that way.
Okay.
then never get to catch up on JoJo.
Some guy said, first time catching a stream. How are you guys?
Let's
Hi,
go.
some guy.
We're great, man.
We're
Great.
good.
Hopefully you're having a great day too. We're talking about the new Jojolands chapter, or the Jojo. I did it too. Jojolands chapter.
We keep doing it.
And it was heat. It was heat this month. And we're actually going to go through it right now. Obviously, we can't show every page, every panel. We'll get in trouble if we do that. But I did want to show this cover, the cover of Ultra Jump. This is also, I think, the cover of Volume 2 of the Jojolands, which, again, dude, I'm about to just start collecting them.
Yeah, they're really nice.
I don't know how people wait when it comes to JoJo. At least with other series, you're only a couple months out of getting the official English released volume. But with something like JoJo, it's going to be years and years and years and years.
Yeah, it's not like a Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're like pretty on it when it comes to
again, it's a couple months. It's a couple months max.
Mhm.
But
this is the December. This is the December
spread, color
chapter.
spread. Yeah,
It's
it looks
Christmas.
so sick, dude. I love the colors.
Mhm.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
He's looking like a push pop colors.
I could see that.
You
that.
know?
And again, with the wrist action, dude, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy at first. Trying to see what exactly is going on, but we love it.
It's like, yeah, it is interesting.
It's an interesting
isn't it?
pose,
Yeah,
but it's powerful.
It's like that. It's like,
Yeah, do it. Hold on. Do it.
The three fingers like this, right? Like that.
Oh, okay. I
And
see with the
like-
other hand. Yeah.
And like that.
Well, yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Close enough.
Like that.
Yeah, close enough.
That was pretty good. Ow.
And now you're cramping. So the chapter opens. We're going to go through it beat by beat. And we do this just in case we forgot to talk about anything or missed anything. But at the beginning of the chapter, obviously, Jodio's dealing with his wound from the end of the last chapter. And Paco comes to the rescue, dude. And this is where he kind of uses his stand ability to grab the tray, which, again, it looks so freaking sick, dude. I can see this fool. Yeah. I could see like so many different uses. Did you fart? I could see so many different uses for this ability. And it was cool to see it in action because I had seen some discourse in the JoJo community from people who weren't like really super on board or like excited or maybe like wondering like how much Paco was really going to be able to do with this ability. Or maybe felt like it was underwhelming.
Well,
not everybody, but I mean, there was a couple people.
I mean, there's been instances in JoJo with characters where you're like, damn, I wish that Araki did more with their stand abilities.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like, that fool stretches it.
Yeah, he does everything he possibly can.
Stretches that shit like no tomorrow.
Every nook and
cranny is filled and stretched.
Stretched out.
Filled and stretched. And Araki does it better than anyone I know. So I have no worries that we're gonna get the full potential because he's one of the mains.
Yeah. There's an ad playing here, but whatever.
I don't know what that is. It's some Minecraft.
It looks like a Minecraft kind of. I don't know. Like he looks like he's trying to like
invite you in.
Invite me in, but it's kind of I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's a weird vibe I'm getting. But yeah, even with the chair right here too.
Yeah.
Looks so cool, man. He also does something with the like vibrations later, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah, he does.
And again,
oh,
I see what you did there. He got you vibrating.
Yeah, he does.
A lot of people say we get the reveal of the stand user.
I love that panel.
Yeah, dude, they're like blending into the background.
Fucking cool.
I want to zoom in on that shit.
I zoomed in. I was like, oh my god, like this is amazing.
Yeah, no, it really is. Let me see if I can
put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
for real.
Can we zoom in on just this panel? Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. We're gonna make it happen. Oh fuck, it's not really happening. Oh well. Whatever.
It's fine.
But yeah, it was
You guys know which one. It's the one to the left. It's the one to the left where They're like blending into the background, and yeah, right there, that one, really cool.
Yeah, this is where I was starting to kind of like try to piece together what exactly was going on, but a really beautiful way to show that. This whole fight was really great and really fun. Let me switch off for a second. And yeah, here's when he's up against the pole. Bro, this shit was crazy. He punches his own, like Paco like slams his own arm against the pole and then like punches himself to cause these like vibrations to go through him and the pole and the blade into this other guy. And I just thought that was such an interesting but creative way to use this ability. That's what I'm saying. Rocky, no pun intended, leaves no stone unturned, no rock unturned. I saw some people too saying this man looked like Joshu. I was like, what are you guys smoking? This does not look like Joshu.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to the stand user here.
Yeah, dude, come on, don't do that. Because I was on, I like to hop on Reddit and see what everybody's feeling, what everybody's thinking. They really got fake Joshu here. And there was a couple other people talking about him being Joshu, and I was like,
it's like Joshu wishes.
Joshu wishes for real, dude. See, look right here. Holy shit, I got jump scared by that fake Joshu. What? Where are you getting that? Are we reading the same thing? You want to see a picture of Joshu, a refresher? Come on.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I'd rather not.
Me neither, huh?
Oh man, I get jump scared when I play the All-Star battles when he's in that map. I'm like, oh fuck, scares me.
I mean, am I tripping? I'm not, right?
Oh, not the stand user. It's the rich dude.
Oh, okay. Let me go back.
That makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense.
Got it. The rich dude has the Joshu trim.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe I'm not seeing something that everybody else is seeing. Okay, but let me find a good panel of this guy. That makes so much more sense. I was starting to feel gaslit right now, dude. Where is he? Because I wasn't. This guy
right
doesn't look like Joshu either.
He just has glasses and a mustache. He's like old Joshu. Okay, a bowl cut? Is this Joshu now or what?
Bro, this guy doesn't look like Joshu either. What the heck?
Anyway.
He kind of does look like somebody else, though. I don't know who he looks like.
Joshu.
Oh, older Joshu. I mean, I guess, how old would Joshu be around this time?
It's not. There's no way. I can't.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way.
Absolutely not. He's got that bowl cut. He got the bowl cut.
I guess it's just the bowl cut, huh?
He has more of a Steven Steele vibe, Philippe said.
You know what? I could see that more than I could see Joshu.
Quatra, I love the phone case, by the way, Mehgan. Thank you. You can get it.
Langley, saw you.
You can get it on Casetify. Casetify. If you look up CASETIFY, you can get it there. They have a whole neon collection that's really sick.
Sick.
Okay,
well, I'm glad I got that cleared up because I was tripping.
You were tripping hard. Part 9 takes place roughly 11 years after Jojolands, so he'd be around 30.
Okay, so yeah, that guy's even a little too old to be him, but
or unless he looks, he's a little rough.
Unless time was, not the life was hard.
But anyway, yeah, this is when Paco's like, "You want me to choke you out?" I was like, "Chill."
You got excited right here, or what? This was like the JoJo equivalent of like Nanami grabbing that other fool by the ponytail.
I was like, relax.
Sorry. Yeah, this was crazy, dude. This is where you can see the hand, the cloud in the background too.
Cloud hand.
A really awesome way again to show this stand ability right here. I really thought like this guy is too strong. It's too powerful. But
bro, the sediments coming off that man's face too.
Yeah, dude. He's got dry skin. He needs some lotion. I feel like
lotion. Some Aveeno.
Yeah, hydrate.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, this is where we cut to kind of Jodio for a second, and he's like, "Come on, bro." This is what's so funny because he does say in the chapter, he's like, "Jodio, like get up, like put a Band-Aid on it already," like almost in a way, like people say that as more of like a joke or more of like a saying, like just put a Band-Aid on it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But he put a literal Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
The most JoJo shit ever, dude. That shit made me laugh out loud, dude. But especially because, yeah, I mean, it does look a little shallow, the cut, when we get to see it, like, in this panel here. It does look more shallow. Oh, I cut to the wrong camera. Sorry about that. But still. Then we see Usagi and Dragona coming out of the store.
Drinking.
Bro, I love them, dude. I love them. And there's a little note here.
Be sure to drink when you're age of 20.
Is that the age in Japan? 20?
Yes.
I don't know why. I thought it was like 18 in Japan.
It's 20.
It's 20?
It's 20. 18 is Mexico. I mean, any age really in Mexico. Just don't get caught, you know? I mean, that's pretty much rule of thumb.
The rule is just don't get caught.
But 20, yeah. I like that
Right.
advice. I mean, because Dragona's, I mean, in Hawaii, it's different too.
Right.
I want to look up the age.
Well, I mean, they're part of, I guess every state can have their own.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's.
But yeah, I mean, I love them together. Usagi is right now
Yeah,
currently
it's 21.
my favorite Jobro, my favorite character outside of Jodio. It's
Mhm.
Jodio
Usagi.
and then Usagi and Usagi.
Oh no, Paco?
Paco, I love Paco, but if I
But
was forced to rank them, I'd
Oh,
put Usagi
dang.
above Paco. I think he's the most like rational. He's got a lot of character.
I'm not getting too attached to him yet.
Okay,
I still have that theory
you're still like pretty heavy
because he's too likable, you know.
yeah,
But
yeah, I could see it. I could see it being like a Fugo 2.0.
anyway, yeah, they're cool.
They're so fun, dude. I love how like happy they are and carefree they are. Like that went great when it was really like this like high stress situation that they were in.
Well, they're like it could have gone way worse.
That's true.
So that's why they're like lit.
Jodio with the Band-Aid, bro. I want to cosplay this. I want to cosplay Jodio and then just have a Band-Aid. He's like Nelly, you know. Nelly used to just have a Band-Aid on his cheek all the time
Sure.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just looks baller, kind of.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. This is where they're talking about, Usagi's talking to Dragona about the watch and how it's going to come back to them. And they're kind of talking about all the stuff they could get away with. Like the chances of us getting arrested for it are zero.
Very low, 0. That's why I said if you scroll up a little bit, it'll come through the events totally. It'll come back to us through the events totally unrelated to us, like due to somebody else's greed or something. So
Yeah, and there is like an emphasis on greed in this,
Yes.
in this speech bubble. So I think that's why you're probably right
yes,
about this specific chapter illustrating Dragona's greed. And again, lack of patience. But it is also funny because they're on cloud 9, dude. They've been through it in there. It was a high stress situation. They thought they were going to get locked up.
well, they're just feeling like the feeling of being untouchable.
That too.
You know, like
that too.
oh, we can get away with whatever we want now. It's like oh well.
But they walk into immediately this other like very crazy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of filling them in as to what's going on. And again, Dragona is just distracted the entire time, focusing on this couple that comes out of the watch shop with the watch. Again, wanting it to happen too fast, wanting it to happen immediately, and being like fixated on it to the point of their what looked like demise, dude. When this shit happened, I was like, I know crazy shit happened. I know people get fucked up in JoJo. I know
It happens
that we've
all
seen
the time.
that we've seen crazier shit, but I just really, again, I keep falling for it. And I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the kind of story that Araki is going to tell this time around. But it wasn't.
We'll lure him to the car and do him in.
And they're talking, this is around the time too that I think they're talking about, you know, them not being good with a knife and the mafia thing being something that they just said to kind of scare them. But yeah. Again, the whole time, important information is being shared here, Dragona. And
Dragona! Like, we're literally, like, making a plan to, like, beat up this guy that's after us and, like, take active steps to, like, survive and beat them. And Dragona's just like, wait, what do they think they're doing with that watch?
yeah.
They're idiots. why would she take it off? And the birds and it's just like, oh my god, Usagi, like,
yeah, Usagi, yeah,
bring Dragona back, completely distracted and blinded. Like, look at the eyes, like watching like a hawk.
Yeah, these eyes right here, dude,
on that watch.
I've never seen someone put sunscreen on somebody else so sexually. I mean, I guess like
really?
No, I guess that's not true. I guess anytime.
That's the most sexual thing you can do without. That's a body right there, for real. Yeah. If you put sunscreen on someone, that's a body. Like, that's a full body.
I guess. Yeah, there's just something inherently sexual about it. It's like that, and like teaching someone how to play pool. They're like both. Like,
no, that's a body too.
Yeah,
that's a body. Playing golf, any type of sport, body.
Yeah.
Mini golf, anything.
Mini golf,
literally anything. Yeah. If like they're like teaching you something, it's a body. And if they're rubbing a lotion of any type on you, it's a body.
But he's like in her ear and shit. You know, she's like,
she's arched.
She's arched, bro. You're in a food court. You're in a food court. You're not on the fucking beach.
You think they give a shit? They just put their $80,000 watch on the fucking table with all the fucking birds. They don't give a fuck.
It's the rich, dude. It's the rich. They think the world is their house, dude. They can do whatever. The world is their beach.
Most of them are, I forget the word for it.
What?
When you do it in the...
Oh, they're
do it in the public.
Right.
Exhibitionists?
They're into that. Yeah.
Exhibitionist?
So. I'm pretty sure.
That's like most rich people.
Right. They're
because they lose like feeling. You know, they're like, what more can I do? You know, that's why you see people with trust funds sleeping on the edge of a cliff. Bro. You know, because they need to get that. They need that.
Yeah.
Because they have everything else. What else can they do?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, her ass is up.
He's
too. Like her ass is.
Whisper in your ear. You know that song?
Yeah, I do. Actually,
that's him right now.
I wouldn't want that man. I can hear it.
I can hear it. I can hear the like him like rubbing the lotion. Like
the sound of.
Yeah. Ew.
You're the one who started it. Dude.
You added like that like squish to it. That was nasty.
Voyeurism is I think a voyeur is someone who likes to watch somebody else. A voyeur is someone who likes to watch from like the shadows.
Oh, the shadows.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a really crazy documentary that I watched a while ago.
And that's different from
Voyeur's Motel, and it was about a guy who would he owned a motel and he would watch people. He had like a whole system in the ducts.
Stop. That's like the worst fear.
Yeah, he would through the ventilation system, he would kind of watch
Isn't
people.
That in a movie too?
I'm sure. And I even think
it's like a movie about a motel too, and it's like super dramatized, and there's like a bunch of actors in it, and it turns out there's like tunnels and
I'm sure.
Oh my god!
But I think because they made a book about it, they wrote a book about it. A journalist wrote a book about it, and I think it even ended up coming out that guy was like lying or like not telling the whole truth.
What are you lying about?
Well, because he was saying that he was doing this regularly and that he was journaling it, and he had. When the journalist went to the hotel, he had all these journal entries of things that he had seen people do. And he even went up to this like duct system, and the documentary shows him up in the ducts and showing him how it operates. But for some reason, I don't know how it came out that he was kind of like, I don't know that he was lying about it. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Okay. Anyway.
Not important.
Yeah, Tangent, not important. Sorry. Jesus. So the watch is flying overhead. And it looks like it's going to fall. And Dragona's like, that bird has a gimme. It's coming this way.
Now it's happening. Finally, it's happening.
The wheels are in motion. I've been waiting. And like Usagi said about the greed thing, it comes back to the greed, to that feeling of it. And yeah, we see it here.
Yeah.
I'm like, something's not right.
This panel got me, dude, when it showed them the couple like with the watch still. At the same time, Paco's saying, like, something's not right.
That panel.
And then the panel. Yes.
That panel.
Yes.
Like, what?
The bird turning into, or the bird and the watch turning into the stand user. I mean, this is fucking crazy shit, dude. This is peak JoJo shit right here, dude. I loved this panel, this whole sequence of events.
Classic JoJo clouds.
And he did get
the sky.
He did get the lava rock. Like, he got it.
Yeah.
So
grabbed it.
They lost it by the end of this chapter. I mean, they don't get it back.
They'll probably get it back, or they'll fight trying. That would be crazy. It's like, I guess that's it.
No, I mean they're gonna obviously pursue this person, and we're gonna find out who they are and who they work for, if they work for anybody, what their objectives are. But still, like in this moment, it's gone. They lost it, and Dragona gets shanked in the freaking neck, dude. And I thought this was it. But then we see Jodio use November Rain to kind of. I guess they didn't get all the way away because of November Rain. So they are just kind of like passed out a little bit away from them. They're kind of off in the distance. I love November Rain too, by the way. It looks
crazy.
So I'm sure they'll run over and get the rock back or maybe question this person. And then they're telling Dragona to use smooth operators to move the wound off. I want to see exactly what it says. I'm trying to zoom in so I can see.
Hurry, operators, gap, pull the wound, slide it and pull it outside.
Slide it and pull it outside. Yeah.
Near lethal damage. The emergency operation begins. To be continued. Oh my gosh, there was like this cool. I don't know if I have the footage, but there was this really cool like cosplay competition or like a skit, and they were replaying. I think it was like King Crimson, right? With Giorno, and it was like and the cosplayer was like doing that whole scene where when King Crimson's like replaying the same moment over and over and over again because of the golden.
Yeah, I want to see. It's probably impossible to find, huh? It's probably really hard to find.
Maybe just like a King Crimson cosplay sketch or something. It was really cool. I was like, dang, that's sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like cosplay. It wasn't this. I mean, the reason we're trying so hard to find it is because that's how fucking cool it was.
Let me see. I might be able to find it just if you give me like a couple of minutes.
All right, let me switch back to the chat for a segundo. See what's popping. Let's see. Mehgan kind of spitting, said Quattro. Voyeurism. Don't watch 13 Cameras. Is that the movie? That might have been the movie. Wow, just finished the chapter. I'm literally smashed, bruh. Sam, it was a crazy chapter. From sand skin to Joshu putting a lotion. I'd rate this chapter a stand bird stabbing Dragona 100. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. I might like this chapter. I think it's not crazy to even say that I like this chapter more than last month's chapter. This was a peak chapter to me. I think there was so much more to talk about and dissect here, even though like last month's chapter was absolutely insane and amazing too. This whole part so far has been incredible.
Yeah.
Winston said, you think it's possible she could move the cut? Wouldn't work if it's another place, but onto an inanimate object would be OP. That's the thing. It would be kind of crazy. And I think that is, to me, what it sounds like, right? That Dragona will be able to move wounds and rearrange things, and maybe move it to another like object or person or whatever. But yeah, that would be pretty OP. So I don't know. And I don't even know how I would really feel about that if this was just something that they could always just kind of do.
Yeah.
In this specific situation, though, because it's called like an emergency sort of procedure or something, like Dragona's having to do this on themselves while they're on the brink of death. So I would imagine it'd be like extra tough and extra difficult. But doing this on another person, I imagine wouldn't be as crazy.
Yeah. I sent you the video on Discord, but we can continue to talk about the chapter. Did you already read Sam's?
Not the last one from Sam.
So I wonder what the bad guy will be if Josuke was soft and wet and Toru was hard and dry. What is the bad guy of this part? Soft and no, not soft. Soft's already thing. So it's wet, hard, dry.
What's the bad guy's name going to be? Who are they going to be? I really don't think. I think it's interesting that this pursuer, this stand user, this person that they're encountering in this chapter.
I truly believe it's going to be like a hired person, or like a goon, or like something.
I feel like they are
like a bigger organization or whatever. Because like it would make sense. If this is the guy.
But I don't think that they.
10 chapters in.
It could be moist and dense. That's good, Tiberius. That's good.
Send your theories. What the name could be. Slimy.
Because
Slimy.
I guess I don't think maybe the mafia would send somebody, but this is an important thing. Like, this lava rock is so incredibly important.
Well, I think they're underestimating these people. I think they're underestimating these actual children. I don't think they have high hopes. I think that they're like, you know what? We don't want to send someone super, someone else. We can send another person who's higher rank to another place to do more important things. Even though that they would want to get the job done, I don't think that they're taking them too seriously.
Is this the person that was following them the whole time, or was following Rohan the whole time?
That's a good point.
And then just started following them after they got the rock.
Maybe they underestimated Rohan too.
You don't underestimate Rohan.
I guess
they
don't know.
People think he's just a mangaka.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know what he's about. They don't know it's about that smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird world, Dragona moving the wound reminds me of Diver Down. It reminds me of Diver Down. It also does remind me a little bit of Johnny, like moving the holes around. We'll see how they're able to use it. It could be something incredibly OP, or there could be some sort of stipulation or something. But it has to save them from death in this situation. So we'll see.
Some guy said, I think it might be someone who wants to destroy the lava rock. Also, the construction of the light is what I read.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I really want the stand name to be.
Mm-hmm. Construction of light. That's great. That would work. Someone who wants to destroy the lava rock. That would also be, I think, refreshing to see. Not an organization who wants to take the lava rock and use it for themselves, but someone who wants to destroy it. I think that'd be a really cool change of pace, because we've seen, even in Jojolands, we've seen people want to take the Lokaka to be able to use it for their own purposes. And, we've seen it before in so many other parts. So it'd be kind of cool if there was an organization who wanted to, like, rid the world of this shit.
Yeah, because
or, like, not let its secrets get out, protect its secrets.
Not even secrets, but just maybe like like it could be a situation where, like, they think that they're doing a good thing by destroying it because it, like, can drive greed and other things to a certain person, but maybe they just take it too far.
I mean, maybe these sand humans are a group of people who are like tasked with protecting the lava rock, or the I don't know, the place that they come from. I don't know. Oh, I thought it's a Joshu. I have Joshu brain right now. Josuke will be the guy who wants to destroy
the lava rock. Yeah. Well, like,
I would love that.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I have a very, like, strong feeling that it's going to cause some type of conflict, and what we've already seen with Dragona.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right.
I think that Dragona may be the person to turn on them, or may not agree with Jodio and want to use it for themselves or whatever. It could be like I said, like a ring type of situation. I think that'd be really interesting. Something that, like, kind of changes person's, like, state of mind a little bit. But yeah,
even if it doesn't change, like, actively change something within a person, it just maybe brings that out that is already in them out. That would be interesting too, because we've talked about how, of course, if this is sort of a reimagining of part 5 of Golden Wind,
yes,
then it could be a situation. And we talked about how at the very beginning of this part, Rocky was very specific to say that this is a story about one, person becoming very rich. So
yeah, I mean, look at if it's a comparison. We always talk about if it's a comparison to like Golden Wind and how that turned out. Like that does not surprise me. It could be like Jodio and Paco. That's all who ends up, or it could just be him,
right? Like a Giorno and Mista kind of situation,
which is like the last person I would have expected for him to be.
Sick,
I mean,
dude.
yeah, Mista is really cool. I want to watch that.
I
would
want to watch Golden Wind again.
Yeah, that's such a good experience watching it. It's a golden experience. Yeah, it really was. But yeah, dude, yeah, I could totally see something going on, and like Dragona is getting real buddy with Usagi. So I mean,
they could split off, right? It could be like an Usagi sort of Dragona team versus like a Paco Jodio team.
They could go to the Mafia, or they could go to an organization and be like, we're going to work with you guys because
I think ultimately they're probably going to stay together. But I do think that the lava rock is going to cause a rift, and it seems like Dragona is the one who is experiencing it the most right now, and maybe this is something that continues for a couple more chapters and chapters and chapters. Maybe gets worse and worse and worse. Maybe they all take their turn sort of like going through what Dragona went through, or maybe again it's just Dragona.
Yeah,
but it will, because I think that that's such a more powerful, like we've talked about Usagi potentially like leaving or betraying them in almost, or like just leaving, I guess, in a Fugo-esque kind of way.
But that wouldn't really affect them as much.
Exactly. If it was Dragona versus Jodio, there's a sibling dynamic there that I think would be a lot more.
Yeah, because if Usagi, they'd be like, oh, I mean, we didn't really trust him to begin with. We don't really trust him now.
Exactly.
He's earning our trust. Dragona, they wouldn't even see it coming. Jodio would never even see it coming.
Right.
Because of everything that they've been through and gone through. But
absolutely.
I wanted to congratulate Elizabeth Swan. Thank you, Spicy Kimchi, for gifting 1Vol1 membership to them. Let's go. A lot of gifting today. A lot of gifting
today, dude.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be rock shoes.
Shout out Spicy Kimchi. I just want to say that
lava rocks the chicken sandwiches.
I didn't want to interrupt your song. It's a good song.
I was literally, I was keeping it on my thread. I was hoping you would just continue to talk over me because it was not looking good for me at all. Continue.
Spicy Kimchi is an awesome member of our community that helps put together a lot of community events. That recently put together another community event that we're going to be going through. Hopefully on Wednesday.
Yes.
On Wednesday. This is a JoJo stream. We only get to do these once a month. So it's only JoJo on these streams. But there was a lot of crazy news that was released at Jump Festa. So much was announced. So much was revealed. So we're going to be talking about all of that
on Wednesday.
It's going to be jam freaking packed.
And there's also going to be our community live before the holidays. So it'll be Christmas or, holiday themed. So we'll be doing some fun activities as well as the Jump Festa stuff. So if you want to stop on by.
Absolutely.
And that'll happen Wednesday.
Absolutely.
The Weird World said, I think that the guy isn't a rock human. I suspect Araki's trying to mislead us. I also kind of agree with that. I kind of hope it's a new power system because I loved Spin being combined with stands.
Yeah. I really want this to be true. I do. Because again, I think it raises a lot of questions if they are like an offshoot of rock humans or a variation, because why weren't they talked about or mentioned before? So I really do. I'm inclined to believe and be on the same side of the weird world here and think that this is maybe sort of a red herring.
I mean, Sam also said, will Spin continue to this part though? Like, I mean, it is so up in the air, and we like talk about theories and things that we're thinking of within the chapter to next chapter. It's just like so much hasn't been revealed yet. So it is all up in the air pretty much. It's all up in the clouds.
Oh, shit. Winston said in Hawaii, you are not supposed
to take rocks.
It might be because it might be cursed. Is the person a curse or spirit and tried to take it back because you know who took it?
Dang.
That's really interesting, actually.
That would be crazy. They're just like fighting spirits and ghosts.
Or like a curse, like an actual curse. I would be all for that.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
Tess said, tomorrow you guys wearing Santa hats or elf hats? Beautiful. I said Santa hats with elf ears. Ooh, I like that combo. I mean, we do have Santa hats.
We do have Santa hats. I think I have a reindeer hat as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You do. You absolutely
and not tomorrow. Wednesday, I will be unveiling a very special guest in person in the stew.
Oh, you're going to do that Wednesday? Okay.
For the first time ever. Get ready. Because it's going to be crazy. Elfish Santa goes hard. Some guy said, and a dog can dream, should it be implausible that a man might supervise the construction of light? The construction of light is the reason why I'm stuck on the construction of light. LOL.
Shout out some guy. I hate it feels so dismissive. Shout out some guy.
Some guy just commented. Some guy.
You're more than just some guy. You're the guy. Sam said this part is definitely going back to a storytelling perspective because Jojolands was a story with the perspective of Josuke who didn't know anything until he found out. Yeah.
Damn, Sam's popping off right now. I got that gold value 1 membership. Let's go.
Sam is popping
I see
off.
so many golds right now, and it's like making my heart like.
Well, yeah, these are the real ones right here.
Bro, you guys, come on.
It's a King Crimson song.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying too much. No, some guy.
Some guy.
No.
Don't ever apologize for that. Stop.
Enough. But that's really cool. I did not know that.
And these are the. I want to see some more of the lyrics from that. I know that a lot of people have said that Usagi, because of his stand and its name, is sort of a nod to King Crimson as well. And Usagi does give me like maybe in character design alone, like a Doppio kind of vibe, but not in like character. Like they're two completely different characters, but in like design, they look very similar to me. And I know that Usagi is definitely an homage to King Crimson. But I do like that construction of light theory a lot. I like that a lot. It's fire. Yeah, I mean, even Winston said, I like the name Construction of Light. It's fire. It really is heat, bro. It's really good. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Damn.
Sam, again, you guys talk about JoJo with love, and I love JoJo with my big old heart. Shout out Sam. Dude.
Sam.
Bro, JoJo is such an incredible series, and it's so... I mean, it just brings us so much joy to get to talk about it once a month. Yeah, and we want to be able to hopefully... It's kind of hard, especially this month, because obviously the holidays and everything like that, and because of how quickly we did decide to do a live. The chapter had just come out this morning, so we both read it first thing in the morning and just kind of processed it, wrote down some thoughts about it, and then went live. But I think it'd be nice in the future if maybe we waited a day or two, and since they do only happen once a month, and brought someone like a Kev on, or brought like an X-Forts on, or brought like a Chewy on.
It's not as like I don't know. I mean, there are spoilers, but it's nowhere near another series that we read. So I feel like we have to like sit down and record as fast as possible to not like to get ahead of those, and because everyone reads it so quickly. With JoJo, I think they do read it quickly as well, but you are able to have more time with each chapter.
Yes.
So it would be fun to get other people on it. And feel free if there's any other people in the JoJo sphere world of YouTube, like comment on one of their videos or show them.
Just let us know like some other JoJo creators that you guys really enjoy watching, and we'd love to have them on a stream, invite them on.
And let them know too if they if they know us. So like, hey, you guys should collab with Volume 1.
I mean, we're always down to talk more JoJo all the time. We did a charity stream with Kev recently, and we kind of got to talk about it for a little bit. And I was reminded of it because of what Sam's saying right here. I'm still crying that we probably won't get a Steel Ball Run anime until maybe 2025. Hidden Island was on that stream, and we love Hidden. Hidden's goated. But he was also saying the same thing that we hear so many people say, which is that Steel Ball Run probably won't get animated for a very long time, or they'll have a lot of production issues because of the horses. And I understand that is probably true to a degree, but it's been done. Kev even brought up, I think, the Berserk movies and the battles and all the horses. And I just think CG and the implementing and the blending of CG and 2D animation has gotten so much better. So I know they're going to be able to pull it off. I know it's going to be good. It might take a while, but I will patiently wait, dude, because it is going to be the peakest of the peak. And I need to see every single episode of that series when it comes out. We were also talking about the idea that it might even be split into two seasons or maybe even 3 seasons. It might be the first JoJo part that needs to be split up.
Yeah, imagine they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna just skip past Steel Ball, go
They would
right
never.
into
That's their freaking. That's their
Jojolands.
golden goose, dude. They've been waiting, and that's why I think it's Shueisha is the publisher of JoJo. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Either way, whoever the publisher of JoJo is recently released it. They're like speeding up the releases of the physical copies in the West, and I think it's because they really are wanting to get to Steel Ball Run. When those collector's editions come out, boy, you best believe you can see all the shelves. They're going to be on all the shelves over here. But yeah, normally I bring up that Stone Ocean was made just 2 years after Golden Wind ended, but then I remember the horses. Yeah, I think that the horses are going to prove to be a little bit difficult. But again, with Stone Ocean, I think that the pandemic did play a role in its production.
Yeah.
People were talking about the release schedule too, how they didn't like the sort of like batch release of one half and then the other half. I think Netflix hopefully learned a lesson from that.
Yeah.
But it's been all quiet on the Western front. No announcement, no tease, no nothing.
Sam said, I think you guys should voice act for Jojolands.
You could be Yasuo? You'll be a side character. I'll be Joshu. I'll be
Joshu.
I'll be Joshu.
Okay, then let's see.
You want to do an
Who's
audition?
better? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let me get a picture of Joshu up right now. That'd be sick, dude. That'd be so sick.
We already have one pulled up.
No, because we were talking about him earlier.
I know. I'm just kidding.
You're so crazy.
Okay.
We actually did get to talk to someone who does do voice acting for JoJo. Brian is the voice of one of the stands in Stone Ocean. So we'll give him a call, dude. We'll hit him up. We'll DM him. Put in a good word for us. Here's my audition for Joshu in the Jojolands dub right now.
Go ahead.
This is going to be so bad. I really do want to apologize to everybody. This is going to be so bad.
Yeah, read that.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll read this bit of dialogue right here. Because he's obnoxious.
Sure.
He's annoying. He's gross. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, 3. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you. I promise you, it's gonna be bad.
Okay, go.
3, 2, 1. Yasuo is my woman. She even let me kiss her. It was a deep and hot one. That's what he sounds like.
That was good. I was gonna go around the same route.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my.
Okay, here we go.
Yasuo is my woman.
Oh my God.
She even let me kiss her. It was deep and a hot one.
Okay. A different direction. But those are our auditions. Let us know.
Thank you, everybody.
Let us know if we get the part.
Thank you. Send those to all of the talent agencies that you could find. Email them that clip. Timestamp it. Send them out. And we'd really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Oh, some guy said there was also a leak of the horse 3D models for Steel Ball Run. Is that real? I want to find that. I want to look at that.
Spicy Cave Juicy, is there going to be a Christmas stream? If so, when? It'll be on Wednesday. Not sure the time yet, but Wednesday we'll be talking about all the Jump Festa stuff, as well as some community events, as well as some Christmas activities.
Yes. Where's my yes sound? Let me see if I can find that Steel Ball Run horse. Steel Ball
Horses?
Horse.
Worse than horses?
CGI? Would it be? Horse CGI.
Leak.
Oh, I guess, yeah, horse CGI leak. I'll try that.
I'm not sure if it was real, but I remember seeing it on Twitter some time ago.
Okay. This is, the first thing that comes up is a crazy ass meme. The bad CGI horses
We're gonna have in Steel Ball Run.
And they're this is from, what is this from? Part 2? This is from Battle Tendency, right? It's been so much time has passed. It's gonna be good. Who knows though? No news. Anyway, jumping back to the chat really quick. Is there any other thoughts you have on the chapter as a whole?
Not really. I think we said it all. I am
Oh shit! I accidentally hit it, but it kind
That
of
was so rude.
it kind of worked. It
You
was kinda
asked me
sick.
my opinion, then said like bye.
No, for real. Just go on. Continue. I'm sorry.
So I think it was really cool that
What? I didn't do it. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. You thought it was really cool.
I thought it was really cool. The themes that we're seeing
Yeah, me too.
already.
That's why I like this chapter a lot. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a cool stand battle, and that's another thing too. I know a lot of people were, I guess, on the fence maybe when it came to the first stand battle of this part in the woods with the cats. A lot of people, I think, felt like it wasn't really strong, like opening.
That's so crazy. In the woods with the cat. With that cat.
But I mean, I think that this here is where it is really starting to pick up. Not that again, that's the thing about this part. It's been heat from the beginning, dude. Like every chapter so far has like when I think back at how much ground has been covered in these 10 chapters, like it does feel like it's been so much.
But that's every first half of JoJo. Every first part, every couple chapters of JoJo is like so heat because it is setting up the story and these characters and this world and its rules and the stands and what's actually going on in the story. Like I feel like always every part of JoJo, it's always like the beginning is like always like that favorite of mine. It
Yeah.
like it's stoking that fire of love for the series that I'm going to have. So yeah, I think it's super heat because like I don't expect anything else.
Do you think
the
that there's
first
going to
parts.
be anything like, would you make any crazy or bold predictions about where you think the next chapter will go? Like where we'll pick back up from?
I think that they're going to continue the fight. They're going to continue the fight.
Well, it's called part 1, obviously. So there's
Yeah.
going to be more fight there. So this guy's not down for the count.
No, and they have to get the rock back. So
Yeah. I mean, I think overall this was like one of my favorite chapters. I don't know how many times I'll say that. I really enjoyed it a lot. Because again, of everything that was going on with Dragona, a cool stand battle,
yeah.
a very like unique and fun like depiction of
Yeah.
that ability,
Yeah.
as well as getting to see Paco and for him to get more shine, a dope Usagi moment. You know, Usagi needs to get one dope moment every chapter. Okay, Usagi got a moment. Jody with the Band-Aid. It was all around. It was heat. And I think very similarly to you that obviously we'll pick up in the Hustle Part 2 with Paco still getting, I think, more shine because Paco was very like much the leader throughout this entire chapter. I think that I always assume that the main Joestar is going to be the one sort of like making all the moves, but Paco in this chapter was the one doing that. He was,
And
like,
I think he's going to continue to do that.
yeah, I think he's going to continue to do that in the next chapter. And I want to see how much more Dragona is going to end up like spiraling and what the conversation is going to be after this sort of fight is resolved. Like, are they going to acknowledge it? Are they going to ask? Are they going to talk to Dragona about?
Yeah, and be like, bro,
Yeah.
don't do that again.
Like, yeah, chill. Like, you're getting a little too like caught up in all this
Yeah.
shit. Like, you got to keep a level head.
And then, yeah.
And maybe it's because they just split up this way the first time, but I already feel like, and because they trauma bonded, I already feel like Usagi and Dragona just have like such a great dynamic and such a good like rapport with each other.
For sure.
And so I really hope that comes. I mean, it could come from Jodio, but it could also come from Usagi, even though Usagi was trying to tell Dragona that this whole chapter. But yeah, I think that they'll probably end up having like the second round battle next month. And we'll probably maybe get a clue as to where this person is from.
Maybe. I mean, this could be a pretty long battle.
It could be. It could very well be that because this could just be like act 1 of this battle.
Yeah. And you know how JoJo fights are sometimes.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. That's very true.
I feel like this is the one that we're strapping in for. I have a very high feeling. But it could, I mean, it's either or, bro, for real. It's either really long or like the shortest fight you've ever seen in your life. Like there's no in between.
Yeah.
There's no in between. So I feel like it just depends. I mean, we'll see, but I do feel like because it's like part 1, it's going to be a little longer.
Like maybe 4 parts, something like that. I could see that.
Well, if they're getting in like the car and they're doing like a car chase or something.
Because that was the plan at first, right? But then whatever happened, Dragona happened. So I don't know if that's still going to be something that they end up doing. Like once Dragona is like able to get up and move again, they do get in a car, and there is. I mean, that's something that could still happen. That I think would be kind of crazy if they're driving and all of these. I mean, I'm trying to think of how it would all kind of happen, but I could definitely see something like that happening.
And like it would end up them chasing this person and them finding where they were going or whatever. But again, we're so early on. It's like not even funny. We're like 10 chapters in, and think about like how many chapters is just in a single arc of JoJo.
Yeah, I know.
Like 30 plus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I do really feel like things are really moving though.
Yeah. They still need to make their flight.
They still need to make their flight.
That's very
Winston,
true.
they're not getting on that plane.
Maybe they fly all the way to the airport.
I mean, that would be crazy. I really do think that they're just kind of stuck here
and they sit down
for a
and
long
like,
time.
Well, they even said like, I'm not spending the night in Hawaii. I was like,
Dragona said that. I was like, okay, Dragona.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Because I think they're on like the main island.
Yeah. I think so.
LMAO just hit me. This guy is kind of like Dr. Wu.
I mean, that's what everybody was saying last week. Everybody was convinced because the reveal or the panel that last month's chapter left off on was the Paco impersonator with these flakes flying off of him. And everybody was immediately, I don't think anybody really genuinely, truly thought it was Dr. Wu, but everybody was saying that it looked like it was.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the joke stopped and like the seriousness began. But yeah, there were a lot of people who were saying that.
Quattro said, also shout out to everyone who had a complete and academic comeback like me to salvage this semester. Congrats, Quattro, and good for you staying in school.
Good for you, dude.
Honestly, you're someone I admire. You toughed it out. You're continuing to do it, and that's admirable because I didn't.
Yeah, me neither, dude. I dropped out of high school, but I did go to adult school.
He does have his GED.
I do.
Don't get it twisted. He does have his GED, and I have credits under my belt.
Yeah, not a
diploma, not an associate.
You have a diploma, just not a degree.
High school.
Yeah. Not a degree.
I have a degree
in life.
In how many anniversaries? God damn it.
But yeah, that's how I used to operate in school all the time, dude. I was all, the comeback king.
So bad. Yeah, no, I used to do the same thing. I would let it like pile up, like not do my homework, boom, 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 boom. And then towards the end where I was like, okay, well, I know I have to kind of step it up. I'd say like, can I just turn these in?
Yeah.
Or can I do extra credit? The extra credit always saved my ass.
Right.
And they'd be like, okay, just fill out these things. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, I was a procrastinator, wait till the last minute kind of person. Yeah. I don't know. I was just a stubborn kid, and I thought that
stubborn child.
I thought that
you're stupid southern. Southern.
I mean,
you stupid southern.
Where I did live in the South.
Stubborn child. Tess said Mehgan college diploma arc for 2025. I can get a full ride to somewhere.
Yeah, if I get a scholarship.
Back against the wall, I do my best work. Mm-hmm.
Same. Honestly, same.
Mm-hmm.
I would do my best work the night
fire
before.
into your ass.
Yeah.
Which is not a good way. It's not good. That's not good for your body. Having all that anxiety at once and,
Overall, I do like the theory too and the idea that this could be like potentially like represent some sort of curse. The idea that you're not supposed to take rocks from Hawaii.
That'd be crazy.
I really want that to be like worked into the story somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really fun to read. But I mean, we'll see. Like Mehgan said, it's still early on. But again, this has been such an incredible stream. Getting to talk about this incredible series. JoJo is a series obviously we fell in love with as we read it through. So to find, this is only the second time this is the first time we've talked about a new chapter live because last time we just published a video of all the chapters leading up to this one. So this is technically the first stream where we're getting to talk about it. And it's so fun. The community here is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
It's very intimate.
It is, and I love that.
Yeah.
Sam said, I'm still wondering about all these damn mechanisms Jodio was yapping about.
Yapping.
But I think that's a part of what Dragona's kind of going through here too as well. Like,
yeah.
Not allowing the mechanism. There are mechanisms that are in place, right? This sort of like this flow, if you will, I guess, that will bring ultimately these items back to that person.
Yes.
A mechanism, I think, obviously can work specifically to your advantage, and I think that's what the lava rock is allowing them to do, like to have this mechanism that will work in their favor. But Dragona is not allowing it to happen, or even realizing that it's like maybe even like set up the way it's set up, or that it'll come the way it'll come. But I think it also plays into the idea of mechanisms too, and what happens when you don't let the machine, finish doing whatever it needs to do. You know what I mean? It's like when you try to take an object out of a 3D printer before it's done printing. You know what I mean? And you try to rush something, you try to hurry it up. You just got to let the mechanism do its thing. And we're gonna figure it out.
You know that all too well.
Yeah. What does that mean? I mean, I do, but what is? I want to know what.
I want to know what you were gonna.
I know. I want to know what that means to you.
I want to know what first comes to mind.
Taking things out too early. I mean, you were the one that was a preemie, so you tell me, Dan. Flow. Some guy said, I think the mechanism must be control over flow. Exactly. I mean, I really do think that. Or fate. Or maybe all of the concepts we've seen in JoJo, gravity, time, flow, etc. I absolutely think that it's kind of as simple as that in a way, that a mechanism is just gives you control over flow and allows for you to use flow to your advantage, allows flow to work for you. I think that's exactly what it is. You're the one who tried to come at me, dude, and I just fired back. These are scars that won't heal. Anyway.
So what you're saying is, just kidding.
You were about to say something even meaner. There's a part of me that just wants you to say it.
No, I won't stoop to your level.
You got Joshu'd, said Sam.
You just got Joshu'd. That's your show. Josh just yapping for real.
Josh
just yap.
Yep.
I'm Josh. Yep.
Got a lot more yapping to do on Wednesday.
Stop by if you can.
Stop by and hang out.
Should be maybe around the same time.
12:30. Yeah, around that.
We can. We're gonna just hang out and have fun. Eat some Christmas snacks. Talk about Christmases of the past and do some fun Christmas activities. We're also gonna be talking about all the Jump Festa news that just came out too. That'll probably be in the first half, and then we'll get to the holiday stuff after we cover all that. But yeah. I'm really excited.
Jam-packed live. It's probably going to be a very long live stream because so much stuff came out at Jump Festa. I was kind of shocked. We streamed Jump Festa. I don't know if it was last year or
2 years
before,
ago.
2 years ago. When because it was when we were waiting for Chainsaw Man anime news.
Yeah. And that was oof. I mean, what time was even that at? It was 2 a.m. or something.
It was because of the time difference.
Yeah, that was
really
crazy.
was 2 a.m.
That was crazy.
It might have even been, it was around that time. But we've talked about wanting to do it again, and I feel like we should have done it this year. But also, we're going to get to talk about it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Everybody's freaking out, and rightfully so, because there was some crazy.
Yeah, and
news.
I have some thoughts. We both have some thoughts.
I have some thoughts, and I have some things that I really want to.
Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way either, but that I really want to ask everybody else.
But anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. This was really any updates with Anime 19 appearance. I want to go.
Oh,
I'm gonna see where my money's at.
That's
and then
in January.
January, and
Quattro, you said you're going for sure.
But yeah, well, I'll let you know for sure. I just gotta see where my money's at, and then
When isn't it a long community live at all? But this one, I mean, might be even longer. Just because I think of everything we have to do and have to cover. We got a lot of ground to cover.
And also on top of all the other things that we have planned. But thank you guys so much for being here. This was so fun. This is the first time we've done it like live, a Jojolands chapter. So comment if you liked it.
Leave a like. Like the stream, like the video.
And then hopefully we'll see you next month around the same time on the same day when the chapter is released, and we'll go live again and we'll talk about it again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for giving us a place and a space to come and talk about this incredible series. It's something that we look forward to every month, and we will be back to talk about it when the next chapter releases. And hopefully we want to get better. We'll talk more about this at a separate time, but we want to get better in 2024 at setting up collabs and stuff. So even though it's a month between chapters, maybe some months we'll be able to set up something in between that chapter release to talk about JoJo a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because again, it's something that we both love so much.
But love you guys.
Yeah. Love you guys so much. You guys are the freaking best. Yay! The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is...
Do the hustle.
Oh, yeah, it has to be that. Do the hustle. Yeah. All right. Again, thank you, everybody. I'm just going to read the names I can see here right now. Sam, Quattro, Test, Beautiful
Some
Lie, Fairly Regional, Lloyd, Winston, Philippe.
Winston.
I said Sam. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the fucking best. And everybody who's been here, whether you're watching this live right now or are watching it
Clever
later.
Raven, Spicy Kimchi,
Empire.
Lelpog.
That's clever.
Everyone who's been here, thank you so much for stopping by. Tiberius, Elizabeth Swan. We love you guys, and we hope to see you next month.
Roa.
Tony Chopper was in the chat as well. And see you on Wednesday. Please stop by.
All right. Until next time, let me get it queued up. Until next time.
Let me get it queued up.
3, 2. I'm gonna start over again because there's no, you know what I mean. We gotta have like a whole runway to get into the outro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. You guys are the freaking best. And until next time, do the hustle. Do the hustle. Paco. Paco's truly goated, dude. But again, if you saw that in live action, like skin wrapping around freaking objects.
Paco's packing.
Paco's packing. Oh, shooty.